The year is 1957, and Haiti was about to meet its darkest secret. In the small villages, sick people knew one man who always came to help. They called him the healer, because he cured malaria without asking for a single coin. He fought deadly typhoid fever and delivered newborn babies with his own 2 hands. The poor people believed he was sent to save them from misery. Crowds gathered in the streets and sang his name like a holy song. He promised them hospitals full of medicine, schools full of books, and lives full of dignity. His name was Francois Duvalier, and in 1957 he became president of Haiti. At first, hope filled the air like sweet perfume. But slowly, something dark began to grow inside him. Fear turned into paranoia, and paranoia turned into madness. He believed enemies were hiding behind every smile. He opened ancient voodoo books and studied their darkest secrets. He declared himself a spirit, a chosen son who could never truly die. He copied the look of the spirit of death itself: black suit, dark glasses, and a voice that barely whispered. From these shadows, he built a private army of killers called the Tonton Macoutes. They wore plain denim and dark sunglasses, and they carried sharp machetes. Duvalier gave them a terrifying promise: betray me, and I will hunt you even after death. His men believed every word, and they obeyed without question. Soon, the midnight raids began across the island. Soldiers smashed through doors while families were still sleeping. There were no trials, no courtrooms, no chance to explain. And when someone vanished, their body was never returned. One brave teacher dared to criticize the president in public. That same night, the Tonton Macoutes came for him, his wife, and his children. None of them were ever seen again. A curious journalist started asking dangerous questions about Duvalier. Days later, his mutilated body was dumped in the street as a warning to others. Anyone who dared to speak out simply disappeared into the darkness. Teachers, priests, doctors, and students all became targets. The Tonton Macoutes tortured, raped, and murdered without mercy. And Duvalier did not stop them, because fear was exactly what he wanted. In 1963, his presidential term was supposed to end. Instead, he declared himself president for life, ruler forever. The gentle healer who once saved lives had become a merciless killer. It's said he kept a severed human head locked inside his desk drawer. He would speak to it at night, as if it could answer him back. He ordered executions simply because of dreams he had while sleeping. In one chilling case, 19 officers were killed because he dreamed they had betrayed him. Over 14 long years, 30,000 Haitians vanished without a trace. Schools shut their doors, and hospitals crumbled into ruin. The whole nation of Haiti began to collapse under his iron grip. Then, on April 21st, 1971, Francois Duvalier quietly died in his own bed. He was 64 years old, and the doctors called it natural causes. There was no trial, no punishment, and no justice for the dead. 30,000 families were left forever without answers. The healer who once promised hospitals instead made 30,000 people disappear. And in the end, he died peacefully, wrapped in the comfort he denied to everyone else. Haiti's savior had truly become its deadliest nightmare.